Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is the first video of the Christmas season. Is everyone excited? I'm extremely excited. I've got loads of gifts planned, but today I thought I'd go through my favourite films of 2017. Yeah, I just thought that I would have a better grip on the films come January and which ones were my favourite for this year, so I've decided to go for 2017 favourite films. I've never really expressed my love of film specifically on this channel, so I thought I'd just kick it off with my favourite films of 2017. Here we go. Starting off, the first one is of course La La Land. What are you talking about? It's not 2017. Yeah, so this film was released in 2016, but it came out on Blu-ray in 2017, so I'm counting it, okay guys? I'm counting it, right? Also because I haven't watched too many of 2017 films either, but I just adore this film. La La Land is a modern musical / romantic comedy starring Ryan Gosling as Sebastian and Emma Stone as Mia, two lovers who are struggling to balance their relationship with achieving their dreams in Los Angeles. And honestly, this film has some of the best cinematography I've ever seen, the best direction. It's directed by Damien Chazelle, who is an incredible director. He recently directed First Man, which is a sci-fi, well, not sci-fi, a science fact film about Neil Armstrong's steps towards taking his first step on the moon. That was a really good comparison there. Anyway, so I am not massively fond of musicals. I know, scary, but I adore this film. Even if you don't like musicals and not fond of musicals and you haven't seen La La Land, go check it out because you might fall in love with it like I did. This film just really makes me want to visit Los Angeles and all of the locations that they filmed at, and if a film makes you want to do that, then it is an extraordinary film. So yeah, go check out La La Land if you like musicals, and even if you don't. The first musical number you might not be fond of, but as the film goes on, you'll see that it's not massively centered on being a musical. I don't know how to explain it without like giving too much away, but it's just incredible, so yeah, go for it. So the next film I want to talk about is The Shape of Water, the Academy Award winner for the Best Picture, and it's about the story of a lady who falls in love with a sea creature this top secret government laboratory that she works for found in the ocean. It's set in the Cold War, and it is definitely cold. It's set in the Cold War era, like sort of 1962, and it's just so poignant, and it's very intense. There's quite a lot of violence in it, but it all adds to the poignancy of the film. The colour grading is insanely good, and of course it's just another fantastic Del Toro film. I have watched Pacific Rim, another one of Del Toro's films, more sort of actiony based, but I definitely prefer his fantasy ones because this is just such an incredible film. Another thing that I would say is that the villain is so well played in this, so well written and so well acted as well. It's so subtle, but I think that a very subtle villain and a more psychological villain works better for this kind of film because it's just so creepy. Yeah, so definitely give this one a go, because although it might seem a bit weird on the surface, it is a really poignant love story and a really intense, good film. Yeah, it's just really nice. Gotta get those eggs. Film number 3 is Dunkirk, and this is a Nolan film, which means it's a very intense film. Of course, it's based on actual events when British, Belgian and French soldiers got trapped at Dunkirk and the beaches at Dunkirk, and it focuses, there's lots of different focuses, so the way that time plays out in this film, as Nolan often does, such as with Interstellar, time is quite disjointed, and that really adds to the effect of conveying just how awful this situation is. I mean, of course, a film can't really do the real thing justice, but it is genuinely a brilliant film, and it's just so heart-wrenching. And the cinematography, as with all of the films that I'm discussing, the cinematography is insanely good. Nolan does an incredible job at directing the camera angles and the camera work, and especially Hans Zimmer with the music. Now, this is a Christopher Nolan and Hans Zimmer collaboration. It's like a YouTube collab or something. I don't know. Same thing with Interstellar. They both did an insanely good job at commanding Interstellar with the music, and Hans Zimmer does a brilliant job once again with Dunkirk. The really spooky sound design really adds to the effect of just how, awful the situation is. To watch this in the cinema was just shattering, but simultaneously amazing, and it's just so well put together. So definitely give this one a go. Next we have Arrival, and wow, what a science fiction film. Seriously, this is really, really, really one that stands out in front of science fiction films. It's kind of like Interstellar in the feel of it. It feels very weird and odd, like your heart is being attacked, sort of. That's what I would describe Interstellar like, and this is exactly the same, but it's really different in a nice, unique way, in that it focuses on linguistics rather than like science fiction and to do with aliens and things, because of course it is an alien film. Aliens land on Earth, and there's 12 ships in 12 different locations on the globe, but what happens is it kind of focuses on the humans, strangely. It focuses on how humans respond to that scenario, and I love that. I love that concept, and it delivers it so well. For example, the main character, Louise Banks, who's played by Amy Adams, fantastically acted, by the way, she is a linguist, and she is summoned by the US government to look into how to communicate with the aliens, and while all this war stuff is going on, countries are falling out, and it just really demonstrates like the ridiculousness of a response to a situation like this. But while that's all going on, like the verge of a global war and stuff like that, because of aliens. Love the design, by the way, of the heptapods. That's great. So she has to focus on how to communicate with the heptapods, and it gets very mad at the end. I'm not going to spoil anything, but time is what I'll say. And finally, we have Paddington 2. What a sequel. Seriously, this is even better and even funnier than the first one. The villain by Hugh Grant is my favourite character, and when a film does that, I absolutely love it. It's kind of like Moriarty, but in a much less dark way. So the film kind of starts off where the last film left off. Paddington is settled down into Winter Gardens, and he's just living life happily, and he has to find a present for his Aunt Lucy. And when he does, trouble strikes, and seriously, just go for this. This is so funny. Peter Capaldi is hilarious once again in this. He's such a meme. Paddington gets falsely arrested, and he gets taken to prison. Of course, he changes the prison to be an amazing place, because Paddington always sees the good in people, and he has to find his way out. Seriously, this film, I think out of all of these, just for sheer Paddington, I'm gonna go, this is my favourite film of 2017. So yes. And that's it. That's all the films of 2017, and I really love them a lot, and you should go check them out. So thank you very much for watching this video. I really enjoyed making this. If you'd like to see more favourite films videos or favourites videos of any kind, then just let me know in the comments, and yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye!